I ask for the truth on behalf of Danielle McCallum concerning relationship issues. And I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck there for you, Danielle, and place the cards to the side here. I'll deal out 3 cards for you, and then just if we have time, I might just see if we can see anything here. We'll deal the 3 cards. The first card is the recent past influence. This is the first position in the spread of the 3 cards. And then the second card in the spread is the present influence. And then finally the third card here is in the position of the immediate future influence. The recent past here and the immediate future just here, they're about a moon phase apart, so usually the recent past is about 3 or 4 weeks or so ago, and then the immediate future is about 3 or 4 weeks into the future, as you would say. Let's just establish what's been going on in the relationship first of all. Let's just pull out this first card and just see what's in store here. Let's just see what's been vibrating, what energy has been vibrating. We'll just wave it over the crystal ball there to see if it can energise anything. And we'll just slowly flip the card over there, and as you can see, you have the shield, and the shield just really indicates that you've been safe from harm over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. That's what it says on the card. You've been safe from harm, which just indicates really that the protective forces are there to protect either you or, of course, both of you in the relationship. Maybe that's what it's been about, mate. Maybe the relationship has just really been in a position where it needs protecting. Protecting from what or whom or who, whatever. Let's just see what the present holds. Let's just see what that's about. Let's just wave that over the crystal ball there, and then we'll just see what that's about. That's an interesting card, the element of water. And notice the water signs there, the Scorpio, Pisces and Sagittarius showing the face there. Looks as though maybe somebody of that sign has something to do with something. But either way, whatever that is, right now it just indicates that at the moment your emotions are at a peak. Maybe I don't know if I wouldn't say there's been an argument or anything. It doesn't look as if there has, but either way, if there's been an argument, then it's been in order to try and protect the relationship from maybe somebody else, you know, like 3 in a bed or whatever. But either way, it's been done with the best of intent, as you would say. But emotions are at a peak right now. Literally, that's what the card says. Emotions are at a peak, and in that sense, it just proves that really the element of water, just vibrating with your emotions, with your feelings as well. Could say feelings have been at a peak concerning this relationship. Maybe you've been feeling a bit sentimental. If you understand that. Well, let's just see what the immediate future has to hold in the just about around the corner, and that's 3 or 4 weeks or so. Just wave it over the crystal ball there, just to try and energise that. the energy of the satyr. There's an interesting thing. The mythical creature, the half man, half goat. It's where the word Satan comes from, isn't it? It represents revelry and indulgence, and that's what it says on the card, of course. Just indicating really that yes, it's time to enjoy yourself, it's time to eat, drink, be merry, but of course that could also, on the negative side, if you go to excess, of course it might mean you could turn to drink, drugs, or some other vice, maybe even sex, who knows, to try and drown your sorrows. From what though? Emotions are at a peak. Maybe that's what it could be. I want to know I somehow feel as though things have been unsaid here, and I always tend to do this with these cards, these fortune cards. They have a habit, or I have a habit, either I have a habit of not quite getting it there, or the cards have a habit. I can blame the cards. A bad workman always blames his tools, though. That's the only problem. So let's just see what this is. I just want to draw another card. I suppose you could say it's a bit like an evaluation report, isn't it? Or an overview or something. Say somewhere around about sort of late February-ish, something like that. It's weird as February-ish. There is now. The golem there, just indicating, of course, that's the mythical clay figure that was brought to life, wasn't it? And in that sense, this just indicates really that a close friend, as it just says on the card, a close friend sort of helps you out in that sense. A close friend acts on your behalf, it says on the card. But then, nevertheless, what's that? Is that to put in a good word for you, either though revelry and indulgence, maybe it's party time. Maybe the revelry and indulgence is just party time. It's time to go to parties, time to enjoy ourselves. Spring is coming, as you would say, and of course it's time to mingle and time to socialise. Maybe the relationship isn't what it is, but I think it is, because it's been protected just recently. So maybe if you are worried over something, or you end up indulging because of it, then it would be down to your own not superstitious, your suspicious mind, as you would say there. I just want to really just see if we can just gaze on the crystal there. Normally with the crystals there, we have to only use them after dark, or before sunrise anyway, let's put it that way. And of course we have to usually wrap them in black velvet. This one here is I've just placed it on this dark surface, but of course black gloves just to neutralise any energy there, of course, just to see if we can just gaze there. What I'll just first of all do is just take off my reading glasses, because that will help, won't it? Because you don't actually see things in the crystal. You can see them either aside. I usually see them just above or something like that. And as I just focus on you, the photograph of you and him there, you can just sort of just sort of see like somebody running down the street or something. Somebody running away from me. I don't know if there's two of you, or if there's one, or who this is, but somebody just running. Yes, like a female running away. Run. Now, of course, this could be symbolic in the sense that you're trying to run away from something, and try not to face up to something, of course. Or it could simply, it could literally be that you ran away after an argument or a tuffle, or ran after somebody. I don't know if you're running after somebody, or if it's you even. But I just saw a young lady running away there. That's as best as I can really do there, really. I wasn't, I'm not focusing too much. I haven't, my excuse is I haven't done scrying for a while, not with a crystal anyway. This is just your ordinary sort of canine wine glass crystal chandelier type glass crystal, this. But of course with the black obsidian, that's really where things come into their own, but we'll maybe do obsidian another time. Of course, as for this, really from recently being, I suppose, protected in one way, shape or form with the energy of the shield there, to emotions at a peak, and that's probably why you were running. Maybe that's why you may end up finding yourself running away from the party, or running to the party, maybe going to somewhere. Yeah, as much as you were running away from me. I think everybody tends to do that, so don't worry, you won't be the only one. But laughing and joking apart, of course, a close friend acts on your behalf, in the sense of maybe somebody putting a good word in for you if you're sorry or something that what's happened, and you haven't got the nerve to sort of face up to him or them or whoever they are, or whatever. Then somebody can probably step in there and probably just say, look, she didn't really mean it, that's not how it really should take it, really, and that might help send the water under the bridge. That might help it blow over, as you would say. But really, with that, from the relationship point of view, of course, sort of into February, sort of late sort of March time there, that's the springtime is, I would say, hectic, but certainly just be careful that you don't overindulge in any vices or bad habits, because certainly you will then, maybe that could be symbolic of you running away from your own responsibilities even. There's many ways. You'll obviously know what that is. It may have been something that's happened. Right, with that then, I think for you these cards and the crystal have now spoken.